What's up, creeps? It's Jason, aka the Pope of Pain, and I'm here with my man JDK for another Crypt cut. And we're talking how did I build this one? I can't remember. Like the most intimidating movie murderers.
I thought you sign me up.
That's actually a pretty. I can't say that 3 times, but
yeah.
I'm
Well, just think in the world of horror, there's a lot of things out there that intimidate.
Well, yeah, we're strapping young men. I mean, I don't know about how young, but maybe we're strapping. I don't know. Or maybe you're young. All right.
No.
By the way, another fucking guy told me I was your dad. He goes, yesterday at the store.
Yes.
He was talking, nice guy, super nice guy. He goes, I told your son about this. And I was like, I guess you're just going to die right fucking now then, all right?
Yeah, when you guys do that, you guys got to understand, this makes a very long night for me as well. Don't do that.
So I'm actually going to require you, it's a new thing here at Territory, to start smoking, drinking heavily so your skin just wrinkles and you look like shit.
You want to do like the Jonathan Bender treatment here. Like
Just, so people quit calling me your fucking son.
Stop
it.
You going to buy me a carton for Christmas this year?
A cowboy killer, like from one dart. You got to put it in your shoulder and all that shit. Anyway, all right. But yeah. So the most intimidating movie murderers. Once again, I shouldn't be intimidated by anybody. I'm a man. We're all tough guys, right?
Sure.
Not necessarily, right?
Not quite.
And then coming up with this list, we were going to do a top 5, but then it was like, you know what? Now everybody's different, right?
Sure.
You're different than I am. I'm different than you. So let's do our top 3 apiece.
Yeah, this was hard, by the way. Yeah, this was like really hard. We're leaving out some winners.
And you're gonna. So you think of movie murders like serial killer. Just our typical. What we see out there. There's a few that are scary to a lot of people that aren't scared of me. And I'm going to throw one out right now, and that's like Freddy Krueger.
Freddy Krueger, no.
I'm not scared of Freddy Krueger. He's a small man, right? He's a pedo, right? I'm not scared of any fucking pedophile, by the way, right?
No,
in fact, if anything, it makes me mad and all that stuff.
Right.
Now, I know in the 80s stuff, they didn't bill him as a pedophile, but in the remake, they did.
Yes.
So I'm not scared. So if anything, I'm pissed off. So like he gets taken off the list, right?
Go on.
Michael Myers, big guy.
Yeah.
But look, he walks
he grows throughout his films.
Yeah, and it's true. But he's not, I don't know, he's just not intimidating to me, right?
That's not a guy I'm scared of, right?
No.
If you're talking about that dark alley scenario, I'm not.
No. And what I'm kind of we're in this little scenario, I'm thinking, like you said, dark alley, real time, I'm out in the street by myself. I just left 7-Eleven, went around behind the dumpster to do some questionable things.
Yes.
And then this person is standing there. Okay, this is what scares me. Right? There's me. What do they call it? Mano y mano.
Mano y mano.
That's about as far as I can get in Spanish, by the way.
But
right?
buddy, why no more 7-Elevens at dark? Okay?
Yeah, I know.
Come on.
I learned my
We've
lesson.
Been through this.
I learned my lesson when that little leprechaun guy got me right
Oh,
that one
yeah.
time. Man,
Yeah.
you son of a bitch. All right. Okay. So this is our top 3 movie most intimidating. All right.
Yeah.
You want me to start?
Kick it off first if you could.
I had to start here. So this is going to be a curveball to some people because people are like, you hate this movie, right? All you do is talk shit. If you've been around with us for a while, you know that I do not. How do I say?
You don't fancy yourself.
I don't. This movie is not in my top 1,000. Okay, but the character is in there, and I'm talking about the 2022. Leatherface, Texas Chainsaw Massacre, right?
Okay.
The Netflix special. And it's when you say Netflix special.
Yeah.
You got it. But Leatherface in this one somehow resonated with me, right? And I feel that this guy is one I'm not. And I know there's been a lot of Leatherfaces.
There's been many.
Shitloads, right?
Yeah.
The 2003 Leatherface was pretty intimidating as well, right?
Agreed.
But this one right here, something about this guy that he's the last MFer that I ever want to meet in my life. Right?
Wait, really quickly, let's hit the pause button on this.
Yeah.
While we did crap on the movie back when it was released on an old Creepcast, we always gave it credit that he was prime on this movie. Right. He had some really creative kills. He was probably as vicious as we've seen a Leatherface in movies.
For sure.
So when you talk about seeing him in a dark alley, I give you credit for that pick because dude is scary.
He's definitely scary. And here's my reasons why. First off, he's old, right?
He is
and
old.
There's one thing I've learned in my ripe old age of 50, right? That is you gain old man strength. I don't know what this is, right?
Yeah.
It is a weird strength. It's just core energy strength that if you've ever lifted a weight in your life, it just magnifies, right? So somehow I get it. My dad had it. If everybody just has this, like, you know, they can just grab you by the back of the neck, and you're like, why is everybody gripping my neck?
I was just gonna say that when they would grab you by the neck, I was like,
you're an old man. You shouldn't be able to do this.
Right.
So now, and we're normal people.
Yeah.
Okay. Now imagine Leatherface. All right. This guy's like 6'5". 476 pounds. I don't know, maybe not that big.
He's kind of been through some things.
He's been through some things, right? And he's got that old man strength. So what are you going to do? You're going to punch him in the face. You're going to kick him in the nuts. He doesn't use those anymore.
No.
He doesn't care.
Well, when you see him in the top of the staircase in the beginning of the movie, you're like, okay, Leatherface is bad.
Yeah. Second reason on this is he's got 50 plus years of experience. Okay.
So
this is not his first rodeo, right?
He's a vet.
He's not going to make stupid mistakes, right?
No.
Or if he does, it's calculated, right? He can calculate this. I screwed it. He got away from me for now until you drive away in your smart car or whatever, and I fucking chop your head off, right? So, and then the third part of Leatherface, the 2022 Leatherface, that just frightens me. He's got nothing to lose, baby. He's old. He's been shacked up forever. He's in hiding.
Well, dude, it's like senior citizens on the road, right? Like they'll run the red lights. They got nothing to lose, bro. They've had their time here.
Perfect example. People like, you look at an old person like, man, this guy ain't gonna do it. If this guy kills you, well, he's just gonna go to jail for the rest of his life. The rest of his life's 6 years, buddy.
Yeah, he's not concerned.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
So doing time for the rest of his life, no big deal.
No worries. They got Matlock in prison. You know, you're good.
You got Golden Girls in prison.
Yeah.
So the 2022 Leatherface, I'm out. I don't want to see this guy. He is definitely on my top intimidation list. So
I like that pick, buddy. That's against the grain, but it's
what I do.
It's fair.
Yeah. So all right, what do you got? What's your number 3?
So work with me here, okay? This is gonna be the one abstract one on my list. I put Pearl here, okay? Because I know right away you laugh, right?
I laugh.
Right away you laugh, but that's
laugh in 824.
Likewise, but think about this, right?
Okay.
It's a pretty woman in a dress, and she's carrying an axe behind her hands. And if you know anything about your boy over here, I'm attracted to crazy, okay? So I will say there's just something about the fucking cover of this movie
I'm
where
glad you said that, by the way, not me.
where she's looking so pretty, right? We love Mia Goth. Who doesn't love Mia Goth? You don't like Pearl, you might not like the A24.
No, you're right.
Mia Goth looks good, right?
We're actually getting rid of the movies because, like I said, 2022 Leatherface, I didn't care for.
No
Texas
worries.
Chainsaw Massacre, I didn't care for it.
Right.
But
Pearl.
I know where you're getting at on this.
It is a dangerous world out there, Jason. You're telling me I'm in an alleyway, I'm just leaving fucking Rite Aid or whatever. Is there Rite Aids anymore, by the way? So I'm leaving Rite Aid.
Rite Aid. I think that's an East Coast thing, by the way. Man.
Walgreens
out here. Yeah.
So,
but Rite Aid, fuck, respect.
It's 11 o'clock at night.
There's some shit that happens.
There is. I got my Cowboy Killers. You want me to start smoking, right?
Yeah.
And there's Pearl down the alley, and she's smiling, and she's just giving me like that little like, hey, come here.
Nope.
I'm going with Jason, and I know I shouldn't. There's a million and one reasons why I shouldn't, but
this is certifiable crazy.
It is certifiable crazy.
You sleep with one eye open, right?
You do sleep with one eye open.
So even if things are going well, right?
And they will, by the way.
Yeah, and things are going great. You know, we're doing what adults do. Things are great. We're laying in bed.
We're scarecrowing.
And then it's like, I'm just going to turn off, whatever, her favorite Golden Girls. We just said it a minute ago, right?
Yeah.
Or Matlock or something, whatever, because I feel like she's crazy enough to watch shit like this, right?
For sure.
Yeah, she's not watching, Snooki and shit like that, right? Does anybody watch? Remember Snooki?
Jersey Shore.
Jersey Shore. Does anybody?
I watched every episode.
I love it, man. Smush Room, right? So, what was it? Jim Tan and I don't know. Anyway,
Laundry.
Yeah. Okay.
You do that.
So you just said, you know what, baby? Let's go to sleep, and you turn that off.
Let's get some R&R.
That could be, and maybe you just want to cuddle up. That could be the trigger. And she's just like, yeah, you go to sleep.
Yeah.
And then you wake up and you got a fucking knife sticking out of your fucking forehead.
Right. Which would be my preferable treatment, because worse, what if there's breakfast served? I'd be.
God.
Would you eat?
No.
I'd be nervous.
No. Every day you're on pins and needles around.
It's a life ruiner.
Here. Yeah.
And if you give me that blunt force kill from Jason in that alley, that's the easy way out.
Yeah, that is true. Good point. Yeah.
So Pearl,
she is very intimidating.
She's very intimidating.
It's crazy is intimidating. I ain't gonna lie.
Very, especially when
that's a great segue to my next one here.
What you got?
Which I'm gonna say this guy's name, and people are gonna be like, huh? Max Cady. People are like, who the fuck is Max Cady? There's a movie that skirts the line of horror and thriller, right? And it's called Cape Fear. You remember Cape Fear?
Yeah, I do.
Okay, and I think De Niro played Max Cady. This is actually, and the one we're talking about was a what's the word I'm looking for? Not a reboot. Let's just say a reboot, right?
Okay.
Because I believe this is an early 50s or 60s movie. Anyway, it doesn't matter. The one that came out in the 90s. This is frightening, man, because this is like real-time Predator. Scary guy, right?
Yeah,
Max Cady. If you watch this movie, you haven't seen this movie. It's like it's too close to reality. Okay, This dude gets out of prison
Yeah.
and seeks revenge for the lawyer and people that put him in prison, right?
Right.
But the thing is, he's different. This guy's a serial killer / rapist. There's nothing scarier than a rapist. For you to cross that boundary into the world of doing a serial rapist,
Yeah.
you are a demented MFer, right?
Yeah, you don't care about your life.
You are not
don't.
right. Yeah. You know, and you don't care about your life or anybody else's. Now add strength and then the ability to charm people.
And scheme, right? Like you've probably been plotting this.
And this is the thing that Max Cady had in this thing. He was very charming, right?
For
but
sure.
like in a creepy way. The guy's tatted up, all crazy tatted, and just I don't know. Had that? I think this thing was based in North Carolina. You know, there's some strange people in North Carolina.
It's very. Carolinas are weird.
Totally, right? And then the fact that he would do brutal rapes and brutal kills on top of that, like the light switch flipped out of nowhere, being charming, and then boom into this, and then times that with prison time.
Oof.
People learn shit in prison.
They do.
That we don't learn on the street, right? We don't learn here in regular day. They learn how to be conniving and how to con you and how to get exactly what they want to murder you. All right.
Yeah.
Not everybody out of prison. I'm just saying if you have all these combinations, right?
Right.
And the reason I put this guy in here, I was in Australia. I've met a real life Max Cady.
No shit.
And I don't think I've ever been really scared in real life of a human being, right? if they kill me, they kill me type of thing.
Right.
I met a dude in Australia that I ended up hanging out with for about 6 hours and through the night, bar, hanging out, and come with me, mate. We're gonna.
Yeah.
This was a mix of Max Cady and what's his name from Wolf Creek.
Oh, dude, I love that movie. You don't know the name though.
You know what I'm saying? It was frightening. This guy, so conniving, so like we're going to commit a felony tonight,
right?
And he's going to be happy about it, right? Man, it was the most uneasy 6 hours, and I literally did. I called it. Just pull a swore. I just went to the bathroom. I'll be right back. And I went out a back door and I just hauled ass for miles.
I couldn't even imagine what that would be feeling like, standing next to a man that's been through some shit like that.
Yeah.
It's probably the most.
And he was a big dude too,
of
right?
Course.
Right. And so Mick from sorry, him from
Wolf
Creek. Sorry,
Creek,
yeah, he was a good mixture of Mick and Max Cady. And I was the most uncomfortable I've been around a human being in my life, man. So these are the guys that scare me, right? Because this is real life shit, man. I mean, I know it's a fictional character, but there are people. They're out there,
right? That's a tough one to beat because that's certifiable like danger, right?
Yeah.
It's seeing that guy in an alley. It's like he's been around the block.
Yeah, a felony for him is like going to McDonald's for me, right? It's, okay, whatever. I'll sit in the drive-thru and we'll make this happen. So yeah,
I'm not gonna lie, that's pretty tough to follow.
Okay,
but we'll try to follow it up here.
Okay,
with some blood spill. Okay, if I saw John Kramer in an alley, I fucked up a lot of times in life, right?
Yes.
So chances are I'm already a piece of shit, right? So if you see John Kramer, I'm already reassessing in my library of what horrible things have I done in life to deserve such a fate.
Yes.
Also, you talk about scheming, you talk about conniving,
Yes.
you talk about even charming, right? John Kramer has pretty much every attribute, right?
Yeah.
I know I'm about to lose a limb, probably, right? I know.
So that's the scary part.
That's
how smart this guy is.
And it doesn't matter how smart you are in this case, because he's smarter. That's one thing we know for a fact.
Yes.
No matter how.
And there's something about that. We're in the world of brute force, and I'm the knuckle dragger, and I'll just beat you to death.
Sure.
Having a mind that can manipulate you, that can outsmart you, that is frightening, because now you're a play toy. You're a cat toy to these people, right?
Right. And we've seen all fucking 10 movies, or is there 11 maybe?
I think there's 11's like coming out.
Right?
I saw 11 coming.
Right. So at no point through any of these films that we've seen is there any like really happy moments of hey, maybe I'll escape.
No.
There's no escaping.
Yes.
I'm losing my life, or I'm losing a limb.
Yes.
Or I'm losing an organ.
And not in a pleasant way, by the way.
Not in a pleasant way.
Not that losing a limb is pleasant anyway, but
Right.
you're going to suffer prior to, and you're going to have to contemplate life prior to losing your face, or limb, or whatever.
The type of guy to leave a butter knife by your ankle and say that there's like a code in your forearm and be like, you got 60 seconds. Good luck.
Yeah.
So
the time hacks that he gives are frightening, right? Because they're literally 60 seconds, right?
Quick.
So if you said, look, you got 1 hour to dig out a code in your arm, just like you said, with a butter knife. Okay.
You could process.
Let's talk this through, okay?
Right.
Let's figure out the most painless way. But when you put 60 seconds, you're just like dig and
green
go,
light,
man.
go.
Oh
just,
my god, dude! And then,
so,
by the way, it's your other arm. Oh fuck.
Right. No shit. Right. Or both arms in some movies. Right.
Man.
We've seen it in the recent one.
Yeah.
So John Kramer, not the most intimidating looking man, but
No.
we've seen his what he's capable of, and
Yes.
if that's a man that I've seen in an alleyway, Jason, I'm out, buddy.
I'm out. Forget it.
I'm so far. And by the way, I thought about this. People might say, "Well, he's not actually a killer, right?" He's a fucking killer, dude.
He's a killer.
Are you like waving the flag for Charles Manson? You
Yeah,
know what I mean?
please. Yes, he can mastermind. Right?
He
and
absolutely.
which you say you get into like cult leaders and shit like that. Those are more frightening than anybody too, because
horrifying.
They're not the one out there killing you, but they're manipulating people's minds to kill for you.
Right.
Or you know, it's amazing. So
no John Kramer in the alley for me, buddy.
No, I'm right with you, man. All right, my number one,
Yes.
and it kind of is a good segue because it has to do with the mind, right? It has to do with someone who can totally outsmart you. 6 ways to Sunday, right?
Yeah.
I don't know where that came from, that actual term, but
Yeah.
it's, I like using it.
Yeah.
It's a very old man shit, right? So I'm going to say 6 ways to Sunday, and it's Hannibal Lecter. Okay.
Winner.
Now you're talking a criminal mastermind, okay? This guy that, once again, has an IQ in like 4 digits. I don't think that's possible, okay? My IQ's in 2 digits, all right? But this guy is a criminal mastermind, has done prison time, like I said, right?
Yep.
And when you're sitting in prison, fuck, it's a good time, right? And you're not taking hot, steamy showers with Bubba, right?
Yeah.
You sit and think of ways to manipulate and kill people, okay? Especially if you're already a serial killer and all that stuff, right? So Hannibal Lecter has the charm, has the brains. Oh, did I mention he's a cannibal?
Oh yeah.
Right? And so he's not just going to chop you up or anything like that. In fact, he's actually going to meticulously dissect you, right?
And serve you up.
Yeah, he is what I consider a human spider, right? A human black widow, right? Or something like that. He's going to let you get in the web, and he's going to play with his food for a while. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And get you, and then eventually, when the time's over, he's going to slice your brain open and first off, feed it to you.
Yeah, one of the craziest scenes,
right?
Yeah.
And then talk about something, play a game of chess with you or something, and then eventually devour you, right?
Right.
These are the real life serial killers that I'm like, I'm
Yeah.
out.
How does Jason one up these guys?
Right.
Or, you know what I mean? Or Freddy? You can't.
You can't,
There's
right? No, and it's just that once again, you're charmed by this guy. I'm having dinner with a really nice doctor.
Well, that's what's so interesting about your 2 picks is like they're 2 guys. If I met on the street at random, I'd think like, "Hey, Jason, I just met 2 of the coolest dudes."
Absolutely.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. And a guy that if he does get caught, which is rare,
Yeah.
but whatever, for fuck's sake, he gets caught. He enjoys this process.
He does.
This is actually a new chapter I want to, in his life, and I'll get out. I'll get out of jail. I'll get out once he breaks out of prison in the movies and all that
Right.
stuff. So Hannibal Lecter, my boat, number one, last guy I see. He comes in the store. I'm closing up shop. Justin, you got it. I'm
No,
out,
thanks,
bro.
pal.
I'm going on vacation, and we'll, enjoy eating your brain.
Oh no, thank you. When you say number 1
Yes.
and like the entity, whatever it could be that shocks you the most, for
Yes.
me it was Valak, right?
Oh
So
my God.
whether you're fans of the Controversy or not, the Nun or not, all irrelevant. We've actually seen in the recent Nun film part 2 what Valak's capable of when in a alleyway,
Man.
and that was not
Oh,
enjoyable.
yes.
It was unenjoyable. It was in the magazines flapping around, and she rises above. I mean, we saw what she did to open that movie to a goddamn priest. She levitated him,
Yeah,
and
burned
just
him.
set him on fire.
Just burn on.
She's reckless.
Yeah, dude, you're spot on this, man. A nun, first off, right, is you went to a Catholic school,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
So nuns already have a demeanor about them, which are intimidating.
Strength,
right?
yeah, very no nonsense.
Yeah, no bullshitting around. Give me your fingers. I'm going to slap them with a ruler or whatever,
Yep,
right?
yep.
It just pain is. In fact, I don't know if you guys know too much about nuns wear this little thing on their arm. God, if you know what this thing is called, or on their leg. I can't remember. I actually have one.
Yeah.
And it is the simulate. It's like a bar piece of wire or a chain that goes around your arm or your leg that they wear underneath their garment, right? Their nun outfits. I don't think it's called nun outfit, but
we'll figure it out.
okay.
Yeah.
That sticks in their skin and it pierces it. So all day you're feeling the pain of Christ.
That's why, and I've always heard about this.
Yes.
Never knew if it was actually true or
I
if that was
have
like a
one.
myth. Okay.
I have one in the Oddities tomb, and I've actually wore this around my wrist at one point. It hurts.
Yeah, I think I wore this now that you're mentioning this. This is like 2 years ago. Yeah.
Okay, so they're no stranger to pain, right?
Right.
Why not inflict it on you? Now let's add a demonic presence inside this, right?
Yes.
You're and the face of Bonnie Aarons.
But the face of Bonnie
No
Aarons, which
offense.
is no.
I mean, I got a bad nose too, but
Yeah,
but
same.
she just has an intimidating face.
She does, and she's on a mission. And we've seen in this movie she's after the set of eyes, I believe, right?
Yeah. Good point.
So, and she's gonna get those fucking eyes, and she's gonna take your soul along with her. It's probably one of the most horrifying. When we first saw her introduction into the Conjuring Part 2, and we've seen her in the shadows walking throughout the room.
Yes.
And she puts her fingers around the frame and comes at him.
Yeah.
Since that moment, that has been my one thing in my lifetime that I've truly been like uneasy about, like very worrisome. Like,
yeah.
And I think there's like that element to it where like I've been to Catholic school.
Yep.
I've been with these nuns. Like, I don't know. There's just that whole element of darkness surrounding it, just because it is very like I don't know, taboo when there's like a nun and
dude.
You know what I mean?
100%. Yeah. No, it's crazy. And she was definitely on top of my list as well. Seeing her behind Rite Aid.
Oh no!
I left 7-Eleven. I'm at Rite Aid now.
Yeah.
I'm out, man.
Dude.
What do? You repent all you want. She's gonna levitate you, catch you on fucking fire.
Yeah, no shit. There ain't enough holy water in at our boy Wolf Tummy's house to get me out of that.
She gargles holy water.
She
spits
does.
it out. So there's no doubt about that. So
for sure.
Anyway, all right. So there you go. There's our top, 3 apiece. Most intimidating movie murderers.
Yeah. No, thank you to all 6.
Yeah, and so I guess that the next thing is, what's yours? What's your guys' out there? I'd love to hear this, man. Put it in the comments below. Who do we miss? Who scares the shit out of you? And who's the last person you want to see behind 7-Eleven buying a pack of fucking lung darts?
And don't say us. Don't say us.
You can say Justin all you want, man, because eventually I'm going to make him ugly. We're just so scarring up your face, all right?
Oh, I got the scars internally that hurt Jason.
All right. So we'll see you next time on Crypt Cuts.